Is the Qatar World Cup being fixed by the hosts? Should England be wearing the rainbow flag on the captain's armband in games? Arsenal promote Edu Gaspar, Liverpool for sale, and Wayne Rooney and Bruno respond to the Cristiano Ronaldo interview.
This is for the ones who care.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is HUGH and you're watching World Cup Fever. We are about hours away from the tournament kicking off and there's plenty of news for us to sink our teeth into, so let's get straight down to business. There's a rumour doing the rounds on social media that Qatar have actually managed to bribe the Ecuadorian players into throwing the opening game of the tournament. Here's the original tweet from Amjad Tahar. Exclusive: Qatar bribed 8 Ecuadorian players $7.4 million to lose the opening game 1-0, the goal coming in the second half. 5 Qatari and Ecuador insiders have confirmed this. We hope it's false. We hope sharing this will affect the outcome. The world should oppose FIFA corruption. Now, this is from a Saudi Arabian account and it is the only source of this information online. It's been fascinating actually to watch how it's spread worldwide as this information has gone viral. We should approach this with caution. This may well be misinformation. I have always been taught to check your sources. This is a Saudi Arabian account. We know that Saudi Arabia have got friction, tension between them and the Qataris.
Saudi Arabia and Qatar relations, how it reached to a level of diplomatic crisis where the entire Gulf country imposed an embargo on Qatar.
Of course, it's going to be fascinating to see whether this actually happens as it has been written here. But there's a few things about the tweet that really made me think twice about, one, the source and also the wording. So let's have a closer look. You notice here that Amjad Tahar has actually mentioned Mail Sport. That's the Daily Mail online account on Twitter. Because the Daily Mail have been tagged in that tweet, now you've got some random dodgy looking Spanish sites that were reporting that the Daily Mail have reported this story. As you would expect with something like this, with the tournament so close to kickoff, the news spread like wildfire, with Dutch paper Telegraph reporting the news, which quickly spread to America, France, Argentina, Greece, Poland, Venezuela, Australia and Colombia. So who is Amjad Tahar and is he to be trusted as a reliable source of information? We've done our research and we found out that this guy is a British Bahraini social media influencer who's well known for promoting the normalization between Arab countries and Israel and has positioned himself as a journalist slash political commentator on Arab affairs, but that he is well known through the social media spheres for publishing misinformation. What we are though seeing is a reaction and a response to this rumour / worrying potential news. And the fact is that SportsBet have removed all correct score, halftime, full-time and similar markets on the Qatar-Ecuador match due to the fear of match fixing. It is really indicative of the questions that surround the integrity of this World Cup already. Let me know your thoughts. Is this something that makes you question the integrity of the tournament? Will you be watching this game closely to see if it really does unfold as has been predicted here? Or is this the first of many conflicts that we're going to see online between these inter-Arab states trying to outdo each other during the course of the next few weeks? Next up, more huge news as Qatar's all-powerful royal family have banned the sale of alcohol at World Cup stadiums just 48 hours before the tournament starts, and sponsor Budweiser, whose deal was apparently worth £65 million, have been trying to make light of the news, posting, well, this is awkward, moments before FIFA confirmed that alcohol sales will only be happening at special fan zones. Pints are going to cost £12, only available during match hours, and will be limited to 4 pints per person. It should be stressed that in Qatar you can get alcohol in some hotels, some restaurants, but it's quite limited. This is hugely controversial and it's going to lead to a massive legal battle because Qatari officials have agreed to respect FIFA's commercial partners when they launch their bid to host the tournament, and again after signing the contracts after winning the vote in 2010. The full statement reads, following discussions between host country authorities and FIFA, a decision has been made to focus the sale of alcoholic beverages on the FIFA Fan Festival, other fan destinations and licensed venues, removing sales points of beer from Qatar's FIFA World Cup 22 stadium perimeters. They also add that there's no impact to the sale of Bud Zero, which will remain available at all Qatar's World Cup stadiums. So you can still drink non-alcoholic beer. What seems to have happened is that the Qatari officials have decided that these Budweiser concession stands are just too noticeable and it is portraying the traditional Islamic nation in a light which they don't wish to be seen in. They don't want to be associated with something that in their religion is forbidden, haram. And perhaps slightly more infuriatingly, the ban on alcohol consumption appears to apply only to fans at stadiums. Beer and other drinks, including an official FIFA champagne and an array of sommelier-selected wines, will still be available in luxury suites reserved for FIFA officials and other wealthy guests. It strikes me as slightly hypocritical, the whole thing. You know, you're trying to portray this image of being a Wahhabi Islamic state whereby, you know, alcohol is haram. But actually what's happening is alcohol is only haram up until a certain price. If you can afford to pay the price or your social status is good enough, then you're good. As the skeptic inside me thinks this is incredibly hypocritical, and whilst some will say they are defending the values of Islam, that's nonsense, because alcohol, clearly, at this World Cup, is only haram if you can't afford it. It's an absolute nightmare for Budweiser as well, because that exclusive contract is worth a fortune and they will be going to court to get theirs. Now, alcohol might be banned in Qatar stadiums, but that hasn't stopped England fan Gus Hulley from creating a World Cup of beers. He's managed to source drinks from all 32 nations taking part in the Qatar tournament, and looks like he's going to be having a whale of a time. Now, despite what the media will tell you, there are lots of people heading out to Qatar, and one of them is Sergio Aguero, who of course once took this famous selfie with two extremely likeable characters, and he's got some more selfie action going on in his trip over, where his flight was overrun with Brazil fans. Looks like an absolute nightmare. The FA are bracing themselves for the fine that they expect to receive from FIFA for Harry Kane wearing the One Love armband at the World Cup. FIFA are going to be totally against this unsanctioned slogan and have urged teams in a letter that they wrote to all the countries competing not to indulge in giving morality lessons at the first World Cup in the Middle East. Obviously, this is going to be a World Cup which not everyone is going to be comfortable going to, and I should say this, with the sudden change around, the reverse in plans as far as the beer goes, and the cancelling or voiding or just overriding of the contract that they had with FIFA and Budweiser goes, there will be people that think you may well be told that everybody is welcome, but that things could well change suddenly without warning. And that, for some people, will be very worrying. Now, the FA put through this request about 2 months ago, and they still haven't received a response from Qatar or FIFA. So it will be very interesting to see how this does go down.
We've always said we'll use our platform to positively campaign for social change where it's relevant to do so. We think it is in this case, and we'll continue doing that.
Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that this is a morality lesson that is unwarranted and that we are guests and should respect the culture that we're going to? Terrible news for Senegal and Sadio Mane, who has been officially ruled out of the tournament and will be taking no part in Qatar 2022 after an injury to his right fibula and an MRI scan coming back with some negative results. We are looking at a full trio of Liverpool forwards who will take no part in the tournament. Firmino, of course, not selected. Sadio Mane, of course, injured, and Mohamed Salah not even qualified. Maybe that is indicative of the transformation, the change that is going on at Liverpool right now. Who are our next story, as Liverpool chairman Tom Verners confirmed that Fenway Sports Group are looking to sell the club, insisting at the same time there's no urgency to do so, but it is, of course, 12 years since they bought the club for £300 million after Tom Hicks and George Gillet had driven it into the brink of administration, and now Forbes have valued the club at somewhere between £3.5 and £4 billion. This will come as incredibly exciting news to some Liverpool fans who've been begging FSG to get lost, and also potentially attract incredible investment, which will have them competing with the likes of Manchester City for the foreseeable future. Arsenal's technical director Edu Gaspar has been promoted and appointed as Arsenal's first ever sporting director. It's a promotion that's going to see him looking after some of the academy kids and helping to bridge that gap between the kids and the first team. I guess influencing the youngsters as well, trying to set the agenda and show the kids exactly what Mikel Arteta's first team side do expect, helping to make that transition between the two easier. Now, if you haven't seen the Cristiano Ronaldo interview with Piers Morgan, have you been living under a rock? It has been talk of the town, and Manchester United have this morning issued an official response to the interview, saying, "This morning, Manchester United initiated appropriate steps in response to Cristiano Ronaldo's recent media interview. We will not be making further comment until this process reaches its conclusion." However, I do have breaking news for you, and that is that Manchester United have taken the first steps towards kicking Cristiano Ronaldo out of the club, and he will effectively be sacked for breach of contract, a contract which will be torn up and will see the Portuguese international set to lose £16 million in wages. Manchester United have decided there's no way back for him, and his teammates are said to be ambivalent towards him. Let me know your thoughts. Has Cristiano Ronaldo ruined his legacy? Has he tainted his Manchester United relationship so much that he will no longer be getting a statue outside of Old Trafford? Will he even get a testimonial game? And has he ruined his relationship with the fans? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Wayne Rooney has actually responded to Cristiano Ronaldo's interview. Let's have a listen to exactly what he said to CNN.
Oh, listen, Cristiano's a fantastic player, and as I've said before, him and Messi are the two best players probably ever to play the game. And again, it's no criticism. What I've said is age comes to all of us, and Cristiano obviously is feeling that, and he's finding it hard to deal with that. And obviously, he's done an interview. It's gone global, and bit strange. Some of the comments are strange in it, but I'm sure Manchester United will deal with it once they've seen the full interview, and they'll take whatever action they need to take.
Bruno Fernandes has also been talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
Suggested that you gave him a bit of a cold shoulder in the dressing room on Monday.
Why you say that?
Because they put out footage, the FA, and it looked like, because there was no sound, that you were a bit cross with him.
They put the sound after. Did you hear with the sound? Okay.
That's about it for this time, lads. If you've enjoyed the video, please do smash the hell out of the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn those bell notifications on so you never miss an upload from your fraud father. I'll be back tomorrow, and then on Sunday morning for the actual tournament itself. Hope to see you there. For now, though, I've been HUGH, and this has been, jeez, a lot of fun.